On January 6, Joe Biden was officially elected as the next president of the United States. On December 1st, the New York Times reported the percentage of the Republicans who thought the election results were unfair. Since the election, about 70% to 80% of Republicans don't buy the results. They say the election was rigged. Reuters did a similar report. 68% of Republicans said they were concerned that the election was rigged, while only 16% of Democrats and one-third of independents were similarly worried. The Politico reported 70%, also Guardian reported 70%. So roughly 40% of Americans think there was a problem with this election. Meanwhile, many Republicans and a few Democrats had attended the hearing to present the evidence and circumstances of the rigged elections they had personally seen and witnessed.
And I will still repeat the exact same thing I watched. And you know what? I also want to say one thing. If it is a lie, it may change because a liar has to have a lot of memory power. If it is truth, you can ask me in the middle of the night, it'll still be the same.
Participants included a majority of ordinary citizens, and there were even lawyers with sufficient legal knowledge.
So I'm Jackie Pick, and I'm here as a volunteer. I am a lawyer, but I'm not acting as a lawyer in this case. I'm just helping out the legal team here.
Everyone who attended the hearing confirmed that there was a problem with this election and provided an affidavit prior to the hearing. All of them knew that failure to tell the truth would be perjury and would take to a prosecution.
And on behalf of my witnesses, I would like to point out that every single witness we've presented here has sworn an affidavit as to all of these facts.
However, as we know, on January 6, Biden became the winner of that election. Also, the 100% of Democratic senators and some Republican senators who joined the Electoral College vote said it was the safest election in U.S. history with no problems.
Our electoral system, our democratic system, however, did not break under the strains of the misinformation, the claims of fraud, which court after court after court have dismissed out of hand. Not because there was a little evidence, because there was no evidence.
President Trump claims the election was stolen. The assertions range from specific local allegations to constitutional arguments to sweeping conspiracy theories. But my colleagues, nothing before us proves illegality anywhere near the massive scale that would have tipped the entire election.
Now we have to question what happens to the hundreds of thousands of Americans who made this affidavit. Will they be punished for perjury?
Now Congress has certified the results. A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th. My focus now turns to ensuring a smooth, orderly, and seamless transition of power.
With the successor process completed on January 20, which President Trump has promised to be uneventful, will Joe Biden punish the hundreds of thousands of citizens who attended the hearing and testified? The Democratic Party, including Joe Biden, will, as expected, take steps against these citizens who attended the hearing to ensure that no one continues to adopt this safest election in United States history. Otherwise, they would be admitting or risking someone continuing to contest or disregard this choice. Under U.S. federal law, perjury is a serious crime that can result in up to 5 years in prison. Given the fact that it was the 2020 elections and their circumstances which have been unprecedented in the world, and not other normal litigation, the penalties for perjury would be even higher in this case. However, on November 7th, Joe Biden said that time to heal in America.
It's time to put away the harsh rhetoric, lower the temperature, see each other again, listen to each other again. And to make progress, we have to stop treating our opponents as our enemies. They are not our enemies. They are Americans. They're Americans. The Bible tells us to everything there is a season, a time to build, a time to reap and a time to sow, and a time to heal. This is the time to heal in America.
Even though they have to do something to the citizens who had attended the hearing. However, prosecution of those who attended the hearing and testified would exacerbate the conflict in the United States from angry Republicans on an unprecedented scale. But if they do nothing, Joe Biden's team risks further conflict, disputes, litigation, and the allegations that there was a problem with this election would never end. Plus, many Democrats would be extremely upset. This is the result of the survey conducted on my channel. Of course, this poll cannot represent everyone's opinion. I suddenly think of this problem and ask you guys, the hundreds of thousands of Americans who testified that this election was a fraudulent election and attended the hearing will all go to the jail? In a poll of 1,100 people, 16% voted for prison, 31% for nothing, and 53% for I don't know either. This suggests that the majority are not sure what will happen to the citizens who attended the hearing. Countless citizens attended the hearing. Here comes Melissa Caron's video that got the most attention.
So
I know what
are you
I
saying
saw.
that they're filling in?
I know what I saw, and I signed something saying that if I'm wrong, I can go to prison. Did you?
What will happen to Melissa Caron? Jail or nothing? Thanks for watching. Your comments and likes. Be safe.